Project Foundation is a perpetrator-focused programme in relation to domestic abuse. For many years, the police had focused their attentions around safeguarding of victims. This change in focus, working alongside that safeguarding in order to pursue perpetrators of domestic abuse and change their offending behaviour. What Project Foundation enables us to do is tackle those perpetrators who haven't necessarily been prosecuted through the criminal justice system, but they still present a risk to their partners and as a result, any children that they might have. What we are finding on these visits to high-risk perpetrators of harm is that on many occasions they do identify their own behaviour and they are willing to seek support, and that's when we're able to make referrals through to the Hampton Trust.
Hampton Trust work in the field of domestic abuse and criminal justice. What we're here to do is work with those that are perpetrating a range of offences and domestic abuse and to look at ways of rehabilitating them and also improving the lives of those that are experiencing domestic abuse and victims of crime.
Perpetrators are identified through a scoring system, which is a priority perpetrator identification tool. This is managed through a partner agency in order to eliminate any police bias.
We have specialist practitioners that are co-located into the teams. That's a partnership with Aurora New Dawn as well. And we look at how we can work with the police high harm teams to identify domestic abuse perpetrators, and we've got a specific criteria in which we do that. And importantly, what we want to do is engage in joint visits and look at an approach that we can try and engage these perpetrators, take responsibility for their behaviour and to come into services like Hampton Trust to look at making changes.
So the role of the officer from the high harm team or the neighbourhood team in tackling those perpetrators is first and foremost to try and seek to engage them in services that might change their offending behaviour. Where they're not capable of doing that or not willing to do that, then the police will bring a focus around measures to control, catch and convict them for any offences that they may well be committing.
We're going to be going to Lord's Hill area of Southampton in relation to a chap I'm just going to do a visit on who I've been managing for the last few months in relation to a domestic that happened at the end of last year. During the relationship he'd been very controlling, telling her what to wear, keeping her away from her family. There were assaults in there as well, ABH type assaults, so with injuries but nothing serious enough for us to be hospitalised. It's more to do with the controlling behaviour really.
What's invaluable about Project Foundation is that we can work with the police and we can look at how to track them, how to disrupt their behaviour if you like, and importantly, if they don't engage as well, they're on the radar.
Okay, so come out, good visit, Mel was there, which is always a good start. He allowed me access into his address, no issues, and we had a good chat. One good thing he did say, he said he hasn't had a relationship since that female, and he said at the moment he doesn't want any relationships with females at the moment, just wants to get himself sorted. So it could be that he is trying to change and realise that he has got an issue, even though he's not saying he's got an issue with the sort of controlling behaviour that he's got.
What we do is when we work with perpetrators on our programmes, we have an integrated victim safety service, survivor service, that makes sure that there's robust packages of support to those that are living with it. And unless we tackle those that are perpetrating domestic abuse, we will continue to have victims and survivors that are living with it every day.